Hello. Um, I just wanted to give like some personal stories, things that I'm going through currently. I am currently working on calling back my power and truly finally releasing old toxic relationships once and for all. I mean, it's been years, and I have been doing so much internal work. And, I thought I was done. I thought I was over it. I thought I was good. And then other things pop up, and I'm like, there's still more work to do, which I was kind of hoping I was over the work. But that's the thing with the spiritual journey, is that we're never over the work. There's more layers to pull back. There's more pieces of ourselves to uncover. We can always go deeper. We can always go deeper into the process. And I understand that it's hard. It's hard emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. It's a lot. And me personally, I am a empath. I always have been. I'm very intuitive, very connected to people. And because of that, sometimes my energy is fluid, right? And I get it tied up in other people very easily. I find that it's, harder for me to pull back that energy and understand what's mine and what's other people's, because it's very interconnected sometimes. And that's something that I've been working really, really hard on for probably the last maybe 6 years. Just to really ground myself, really pull back my power, know what's mine, know what's other people's, understand that I've been in a relationship for a long time with a classic narcissist, just somebody who's very definitely using my energy for their benefit. And first in the relationship, I wasn't really aware. And then I was still kind of this was quite a few years ago, but I was still kind of in the I think I can fix you stage, which can't. But then after I learned those hard lessons, and I was pulling back my energy, I've been pulling back my energy for a while, but just lately, it's gotten so tough, and things have gotten really, really just hard, because I know that as we move up in the spiritual ascension, right? As we gain more power, as we come up to the next level. It's not really a up, because it's a spiral, so we're going, we're not really climbing ladders, but as we move to the next stage in the spiritual process, and as we ascend, there's even deeper trauma that we can sort through and work through. And it's a never ending, even though sometimes I'm okay, I'm done. Really, this time I'm done. I'm I don't want to do any more self-care. I don't want to do any more self-work. I just want to live my life. And, but that's the purpose of life, is to grow and to learn and to be the better versions of ourselves. And so each time we could just kind of have to do a deeper clean, get down to those things that have been buried and hidden and, just kept away from the light. And it's you need to bring them to the surface. And so it's a constant thing, something that if you choose to, be on the spiritual path, then it's something that you constantly have to maintain and constantly have to dig deeper into and do that hard work. And I know that there's been times when I'm like at my lowest and I'm begging for somebody to take some of this weight off of me, right? And then it's like all of a sudden there's like that moment of like clarity, and you go, oh, like, oh my gosh, it all makes sense because you see the bigger picture, you see it from a higher perspective. And so then it's that like, oh, okay, so I was just making this a lot worse for myself than it had to be. And then, you know, you're able to kind of settle, and you get comfortable with that energy, and you get comfortable with that new vibration, and then whoop, something else happens. And then you're just right back to it again. But that's what the journey is, you know. And so I just wanted to reach out to people. And if you're struggling, if you're having a hard time, if you're finding that things are getting tough, please know that you're safe, you're protected, you're not alone, that this journey is a hard, hard journey. It's one that's meant to test you and really, truly get to the bottom of all the trauma that has been, not just in this lifetime, but multiple lifetimes. Like, this is a multiple generational trauma that you're helping to clear out. And so it's not just for ourselves, but it's for the humankind as well, right? It's for those around us, because the more that we are able to do that shadow work and clear out some of those darker parts of ourselves, those hidden parts of ourselves, our hidden aspects, the more that we're able to reclaim our power, the more we're able to do for the world around us. And that's the beauty of it. And so just knowing that, like, you're trudging through sludge and just, you know, it's hard, it's difficult, it's rough. But there is that moment where you break through and you're like, oh, this is amazing. This is why I was doing this. But anyways, so hang in there and know that, you know, you're always supported. You have spirit guides that are around you all the time, that are always helping you and always supporting you. And, you know, we're all going through this journey together, even though we're all going through it in solidarity. I mean, obviously you're by yourself when you're struggling, and you're by yourself when you're going through this, but reaching out to people and saying like, hey, I'm really having a hard time. And then you can share your story, and then sometimes other people's stories will resonate with you as well. And you can both kind of bounce off of each other and say like, oh, me too, I'm having a hard time. Oh, okay. And then as you share that story, it gets a little bit easier, and there's a little less for you to have to carry. So I just wanted to reach out and tell you that you're doing a good job, and that there is light at the end of the tunnel. So keep going. Okay? Thank you.